Welcome everyone to Chibi Podcast. This is Miles, your tech guy.
Mister.
And we are going to record here today about the Gamescom conference that we just had. So we're not going to cover everything about it. We're mostly just going to talk about the things that we kind of like, because Gamescom was really long today, and I actually think it was fairly good, actually. So let's just start off kind of in order how they started dropping information. So we'll go with Nintendo with their Nindies. Diego, what interested you with Nintendo?
What interested me was the super hot. That's a Shadow Drop. It's coming out this Friday, right?
Yeah. Did you ever play any of those, like VR or anything?
No,
with friends, or?
I did not. I only saw like YouTubers I followed. They played that, and it looked really fun. VR for it, and I think with the Switch works because you can, if they use the what's it called, the axis thing,
The gyro.
The gyro. Yeah, I don't remember the word, but if they use that, I think it'll be fun to do. So it's a plus.
Yeah. Did you notice in the video if they were using the motion controls? I don't remember seeing that.
They weren't. They were just showing it as it displaying on the Switch. They weren't showing that it was using it. But I think it would be a waste
not to, right?
Yeah, it would be a waste not to. So I'm betting that it's going to do that.
Yeah, I saw it in the eShop today. I think it was like $20 or something. So maybe on sale I'll grab it, but I'm good right now. But it was really cool to see that support.
Yeah, I'm glad.
There's only one other indie that I really liked, if you want to call it, well, compared to the other stuff. But they had the, I think it was Creature in the Well, and that one looked amazing. I immediately added that on my list. It had the style. It kind of like the top-down action, like Transistor kind of style game, or the Bastion game of indies. I really like those top-down action shooters where it's like precision timing and you're combating other things and doing like a dodge roll between enemies and everything. And I really like those, and I'm kind of looking for new ones. So that one looked really cool. That comes out, I think, next month. And then the big one I think that we can all agree on talking about was Ori. Ori, finally, the rumors, it came true. It is coming to the Switch.
I think that was a smart move. I think it was smart that Microsoft let that happen because, I mean, let's just say Microsoft is just selling their IPs out to other consoles and stuff. I think the best thing for Ori to have been in is in the Nintendo because of what they can do with that.
Yeah, part of the reason I haven't beaten Ori, I've only played like the first couple levels and I've loved it, and it's challenging and it's an amazing platformer. I'm just not on my PC as much. I'm mostly playing on my Switch these days, so this will actually give me the chance to actually play and beat it, and I can move around to my TV and handheld at work or whatever. So this is perfect. I'll finally be able to complete the damn thing, and it's the second one coming out. I'm so damn excited. This is so smart of Microsoft, and yeah. I don't remember them showcasing it directly it wasn't in the Nindies, but it was through the Gamescom. But while we're on the topic with Nintendo, Witcher 3 gameplay footage was shown on the Switch. It totally looked like the PC version on like the lowest damn settings, but that's to be expected. Just to get that damn game running on the Switch I would have never thought in a million years they could do that.
It's the same concept as Doom.
Yes,
like it's amazing that it's running.
Yeah, like Wolfenstein 2 even. It's ridiculous to have that. So I won't be picking up on the Switch. I've already invested 80 plus hours in that damn game. Witcher 3 is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. But for the people that haven't played it and they have a Switch, I mean, sure, grab it if you're always on the go and stuff. The game's a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. So amazing they can get that thing on a freaking portable tablet. It's freaking awesome. So anyway, yeah, let's just jump over to Xbox. You said you didn't get to see much of the conference on this one, right?
Nothing really. Yeah, it was kind of just whatever.
So I'll send some links to you later, and I'll try and include some too in the details below here on the video. But the Gears of War 5 story trailer got dropped, and that looks amazing. Diego, how did you like Gears of War 4, by the way, for the story?
I don't really remember the story too much. It's just been so long. Sure. But I did remember I enjoyed it a lot. But just because it was different than the third one. It didn't feel as dark, but you did get more of like an action adventure vibe to it, and just seeing like the corruption of people. It was pretty cool seeing just what they did, and then you're seeing like repercussions of what happened,
like the
in Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, all of that stuff. There was repercussions to it. I mean, it was just weird to see that there was repercussions, and I just really liked it a lot.
Do you remember the ending with Kate when she had, like, you could tell she's maybe part of the Locust Queen or something?
She's a descendant for sure, because her mom has that. I'm not Because I mean, it wouldn't make sense if you just wear that necklace and then all of a sudden you turn into the locust. Like, no,
Yeah,
you
that
have to
wouldn't
be a
make sense.
descendant somewhere.
But
So like, there's a lineage to it. Because remember, the queen originally looks human, but
very
she's
human
the
looking,
the
yeah.
queen of the locust. So there is something to that.
Yeah, and they kind of dwelled so since you haven't seen the trailer, they kind of showcase that. You see Kate like, riding around how we saw in the during the E3 where they're on the ice, and you can see
Yeah.
like the omen underneath the ice and stuff like that. But then they show like a couple of clips where she ends up meeting up with Marcus and he says, "Tell me everything that you found out." Because we know this takes place a couple of years after the Ford, and apparently I think she's been digging into the origin and what the necklace means. So she's coming back, and whatever she found, and it showed little clips of her like seeing visions and her seeing like you saw like it almost looked like a new Locust Queen like or something. Like you can't tell. It's just all teased little imagery, right? And she tells Marcus like whatever she found, and she's like, "We're killing the son of a bitch," and he's like, "All right," So it just looked like the story like something happened, some information, and something needs to be stopped. So it looks amazing. It's going to be a 3-player local co-op. If you want to play it that way. And then they announced Horde mode, which is great. That's coming back.
Duh.
Confirmed.
I
Duh,
mean, if it
yeah.
didn't,
And then the
the only thing I
best.
did like, the one thing I did like though was they took it from Gears of War Judgment, where every class you have, every person you use has a certain ability.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot. So I'm down for that.
Yeah, Kate, she had like an invisibility mode, which looked amazing. And they're talking like how you can coordinate that with like your teammates and like when to launch the ultimates, kind of like the Overwatch style, like when to plan them. So that was cool. And then on top of that, the biggest reveal for me that I geeked out on, and I'm sure you saw that too, is they got some of the Halo 5 Spartans, I mean Halo Reach Spartans as playable characters in there, and they have their own abilities as well.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool seeing that. I thought it was a little weird too because it's like why Halo Reach Spartans. I was gonna say Halo 5 again, but I was confused as to why them. And then it's gonna be weird to see them get like chainsawed
Well, it's
up
because
because I like Emil.
it's a new, the new game coming out to the MCC and Halo PC as well. Reaches, that's what they're working on right now, so that's probably why it's more promotion for that.
When does Reach come out again?
We're kind of waiting. They're in their third stage of the 4 testing stages they're doing, so it's getting closer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Quickly moves past that. They showed the Blair Witch footage, which looked really cool. It kind of reminded me of the Outlast type game, so I love games like that, so I'm totally sold on that. That's kind of that interests me. I know that they have like the Gears Funko game coming out this week. I don't give a crap about that really. But other than that, so we'll just kind of shift over to Stadia. I'm not really hyped on Stadia, but I was just kind of interested to see what they'd show for games. And the only one that really kind of showcased more, they showed some more Cyberpunk stuff, which looked great. And then Darksiders Genesis, which I'm really excited for. They showed some more co-op play. It kind of looks like a top-down Diablo, but more an action platformer than Diablo. So really excited for that. Love the Darksider games. After that, we got some PlayStation stuff. They showed the Predator Hunting Grounds. Did you see any of the gameplay footage of that?
Oh, like I said, I was busy at work, so I didn't get to watch too much of it.
Oh, right.
But I did see the Predator trailer when it first launched, like back in E3 at times. Okay. And when I was told it was just a multiplayer game, I mean, I'm hyped for it, but I wanted to see more of a story. But I mean, like you can't. Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, it's kind of like what's that one that's real? The Friday the 13th game is kind of like that. So it's a 4 versus 1. Obviously, the one being the Predator. It kind of reminds me of the old game Evolve that the servers got turned off on. It actually really, really cool. I mean, I remember playing with my buddy Eric. We played the Ghost Recon Wildlands DLC. We were fighting the Predator. That was tough as balls, but it was super fun. Tough. Yeah,
I saw a video.
We died
I saw
a
video of a guy playing that solo, and he beat him barely. It was crazy.
Holy shit, dude! We got our ass handed to us so many times. Like we were finding ways to like cheese it because it's so hard. But anyway, that got me hyped. So like when I saw that, it's like that'd be really, really, really cool. As for Shadow Drop stuff, they did show the Cycle, and it's created by one of my favorite games of all time called Spec Ops: The Line. It's called, yes, I'm sorry, I already said it's called the Cycle. It's on Epic Games Store, though. That's kind of the only thing that's like, ugh. But I played it so far, just the tutorial stuff, and it's been really fun. So I'm kind of curious to see how far that'll go. Stuff that I know you're interested in, but you can't play because you don't have a PlayStation, though, is they are doing the Alpha 2v2 of Modern Warfare drops this Friday on PS4, which is cool. You don't need a PS Plus subscription to play it. I might try that out, but I might just wait till next month to play with you, obviously, on PC or
Yeah,
Xbox,
same
whatever.
here. That's what I'm thinking. Just wait.
Yeah.
I mean, like for me, it's not like I need to get the beta to play Call of Duty. I just know how Call of Duty is gonna be, so it's not like oh, I need to play the beta to test it out. It's like, no, I know what it is. The only thing they got rid of is the mini maps, which apparently people are pissed about because I have a friend who's a hardcore COD player, and he was mad that the mini map was gone. But I'm like, I got used to BRs, so it doesn't bother me. But I mean, I would understand if you're a dedicated COD fan, but what can you do?
I don't know, I guess it doesn't bother me. Yeah, that's not a big deal. But I will say this is the first COD I'm actually excited for in a long freaking time. Like, I am so damn stoked for this. And Battlefield got some competition with that 50-50 mode now. I mean, it's looking good, dude.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, Erica, that one was really cool to me. It was. Did you ever watch that Netflix? What was that? Black Mirror, where they had the different choices and you can select like the dialogue.
Yeah, we played that together. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. David was there too, right?
Yeah, we was at Paul's house. I think
Paul's house. That's where it was. So when we played that, I really liked that. PlayStation's getting that as well. It's $10. It just dropped. And it's kind of a thing similar like that. It's like a thriller type, you make your own choices and make your own thing. I am definitely getting that. It looked amazing. So that one was really cool.
Yeah, for those people who like that type of game style or like storytelling kind of a thing, definitely for those people. Definitely.
And then the last thing I'll talk about that looked cool, well, kind of cool. It's still weird to me, right? But the Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding gameplay footage and new trailer stuff looked like we finally got some information on plot, a little bit of like what the game's about. Did you watch any of that?
Like I said, I was busy at work, but the one thing I did see from a lot of people is a lot of people who are Hideo Kojima fans loved it, but they did say that this is going to be a very polarizing game where it's either going to be you love it or you hate it, and it's not going to be a oh, it was a good game. No, it's like I loved it or I hated it, and I think it deserves that. It needs to be a polarizing game, and it's going to be a polarizing game, which is cool. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, the story's intriguing, but almost everything I see, the gameplay doesn't interest me just because I don't know what the hell I'm doing besides just walking around getting some, like, gather resources and run away from some monsters. But it's not dogging the game, it's just I haven't seen enough to really know what the hell I'm doing to play. I've seen some crazy cinematic story stuff. So this is kind of one, like, even though it's him, I've never grew up really big with the Metal Gear Solid games. So that
I only played the first one and half of the second one, which were both amazing. I played the GameCube version adaptations because they were cleaner, but I didn't play anything else. I saw my friend playing the fourth one, and I thought that was amazing. I just sat in his house and we played, and I just saw him play it. And it was dope. It was like a movie.
You know what's funny? I own I think 3 or 4 of them, and I've only beaten the second one. But it was good.
They're fun. They're fun games. They're good.
Well, I didn't play the other ones just because I was kind of lost with the story that I didn't boot up for.
No, I get it. No worries.
But other than that, I mean, I know he's a legend, and I'm just going to kind of wait for reviews because I still don't know what the hell I'd be buying into. Because I would get it on the PC, obviously, if I'm going to get that one. But still waiting. But the trailer was really cool. I'll give it that. But
I'd say if for you, just to not waste any money, I'd just go Redbox it and download, and play it for a day or two. And you're like, okay, I don't like it. And you spend $4 instead of 40 or 60.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I don't know.
But that was kind of the majority of the things I saw that kind of interest me. Is there anything that maybe I missed that maybe you liked or anything?
Like I said, sadly, I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of the stuff because I was busy at work. But the stuff I did hear about, I was excited for, like the Darksiders Genesis. For those who like it, I was like, damn, they're actually making a new one. I was surprised that they did anything for Predator, and then Witcher 3, I was like, they better show something or Witcher's not going to come out, and they did, so that made me happy. There's just a lot of things we talked about already that I'm excited for. I am excited for Blair Witch because I've always wanted to play a scary game, but I wanted to find something that was like, I don't know, that would catch me, and Blair Witch seemed like the kind of game that would.
Sure. Was there anything maybe you're hoping they would have showed, but they didn't?
Not on my end, but I do remember, like I stated, I messaged you this morning, but like the Nintendo, the Nindies, the Smash Bros community were being bitches because they wanted to see like Shantae or Banjo talk about it. But I was like, motherfuckers, this is the Nintendo Nindies. This is not going to talk about any mainstream games. Like,
But
get that out of your head.
but
Like,
Shantae
straight
is
up.
an indie game. It's by
But
WayForward. They're a small company.
but she's going to be in a major release game. She's not gonna, you know
No,
what I mean?
no, not at
If they
all.
were to present her, they would no. But she's gonna be like, if she were to be in Smash Bros,
Oh,
she shouldn't be.
Smash.
That's what they're saying. Like, either show Banjo for
Oh,
Smash or Shantae for Smash, and they didn't show anything.
oh.
But I was like, why would they show her in the Nindies if she's going to be represented in a bigger game? That's why I was like,
I
then
see what you're
Smash
saying.
community, get your head out of your asses. You know what I mean? That's what I was upset about.
So
I was like, it's Nindies only.
so
Leave
let
it
me
alone.
let me add to that. So what I thought that you were saying, I actually wanted to see Shantae 5 gameplay. Nothing to do with Smash. It's a
No,
Nindies
no, no.
thing,
I get
right?
that now.
Yeah.
That would be cool because
That
then
a
people
lot
would
of
be like,
people are
yes.
expecting to see Shantae because we've only seen they just recently updated the name to the Seven Sirens, which because 5 was just a placeholder. I'm a huge Shantae fanboy, dude. I
Yeah,
freaking
you know, I
love
get
those.
you. I mean, I'm
But
pretty sure.
I'm
Who
surprised
knows?
they
You
didn't
know.
show. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't show gameplay. They're supposed to have a release window this year, hopefully, if the devs can keep me up to that. But they released 4 screenshots just barely, and then during E3 we saw like a 2 or 3 second clip of gameplay. So we don't really know, much more. So that would have been a really big indie for a lot of people to see that. But maybe
Yeah.
we'll get it later. I don't know. That's what I wanted to see.
What's the next big thing coming out?
What do you mean for indies?
Like a Gamescom or
Probably the
E3?
Tokyo
Is there
Game
anything
Show?
coming out? When is that?
I don't know. Let me see. Tokyo Game Show. When is that? That is September 11th.
So I mean, it's possible, but that's not a Japanese game. So I'm gonna put
Yeah.
my percentage of that like a 5%. It'll be shown.
Yeah, and right now they're working on River City Girls, which I think comes out on September 5th, which is like an action beat 'em up. It's a sequel to one of their old Game Boys games.
If they're
So,
big titty girls, I'm okay with it.
oh god. But
Tell me I'm wrong.
they're not like that.
Exactly.
But anyway, I maybe lose my thought. There was one thing I wanted to see. I wanted to see the Call of Duty story trailer, something new for the story, but we didn't get that. But
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm excited for that.
yeah. Anyway, that's kind of it. I think that we
That's
have
it
for
for a bit,
Gamescom. Yeah,
That's
they
it.
announced a lot of good stuff, but that's kind of the things we're excited for. Let us know in the comments what you guys are excited for, what you were maybe disappointed or wanted to see that wasn't shown.
And if you're a Smash Bros fanboy, shame on you for thinking Smash Bros and the Indies.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's
leave us a comment and tell us what you think. What are you excited for? What are you bummed about other than Smash Bros and all that jazz?
And how can they contact us?
They can get again blah blah blah. They can contact us through Facebook at Chibi No Podcast, at Twitter at Chibi No Podcast, on capital C, capital N, capital P, and email at Chibi No Podcast.
It's been a while since you've done an outro here. But...
It's been a minute.
been
I'm sorry,
too long.
guys, but much love here.
No, you're good. All right, guys. Well, that's all we have for you today. I will leave some links in the description section for you guys, so you can check out any of the videos of the games we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Majitech Guy.
Mister.
Shibino Podcast out.
See ya.